This is meteorologist Mark Molnar here on February 13th, 2013. It is Wednesday, the day after Mardi Gras. So, here we have a map showing the current conditions and some advisories we have going on in southeastern Pennsylvania, central New Jersey. You can see here we have this overrunning precipitation here from the Appalachians, and it's moving northeast here across this area. So, and we have these flash flood warnings continuing across the southeast here, and Florida will get in on some thunderstorms, but likely none of them will be severe this afternoon, heading on into the early morning hours of Thursday. So, here across southeastern Pennsylvania, central New Jersey, extreme northern Maryland, that's where we could see up to 2 to 4 inches of snow, 1 to 3 elsewhere, and here's winter weather advisory back in West Virginia as well. And across the Dakotas up here, we have winter weather advisories, some freezing drizzle and freezing rain, sleet pellets mixed in with this little clipper up here. And out west, we are looking high and dry right now. So, let's get right into, well, I'm going to touch on a little brief issue here. The U.S. Geological Survey funding for river flood gauges is about to be cut, in fact, completely cut, starting March 1st here. You can see the map here of the United States. The black dots are indicating areas that were just recently decommissioned, and the red dots are the endangered ones that will be shut down March 1st. So we're looking at a serious situation, particularly up here in the Northeast, a very flood-prone area. New York here and Pennsylvania. New York, we have lots of flood gauges across the Susquehanna River Valley. Was really deluged last in 2011 here by Tropical Storm Lee that came up and stalled and caused major problems up and down the Susquehanna and stem creeks that branch off of the Susquehanna. So this is going to be cut completely funding by March 1st now. That is most likely certain at this point. And into Pennsylvania, you can see they have even more river gauges to be concerned about. And it's amazing. We're going to cut such a vital program. The goal of the National Weather Service is to save lives and protect life and property through weather information and weather forecasting. And it really is kind of disturbing to me that the National Weather Service will have one of its vital portions of its hydrological portion of the forecast center cut down to almost nothing, because if you don't exactly know the exact levels at the exact second that is going on these rivers and these creeks, then it's really hard to make an accurate and very well prepared flash flood warning and actually get an idea of where the moderate or the minor to moderate to major flood stages will be. And of course, people rely on these river gauges every day if there's any flooding going on, ice jams, tropical systems, a stalled frontal boundary in the area. A lone thunderstorm dumps 4 inches of rain on one county, and that can come gushing water down small streams and creeks and fill up areas in a neighboring county. So this is a very, very problematic issue, and it's just horrible that the government would cut something so vital like that. So hopefully funding at this point, it doesn't really look like it's going to get extended. So we knew this day was coming eventually. So getting on into the Mid-Atlantic modest snowstorm for late tonight into Thursday morning. Here's snowfall amounts, looking at a trace to 1-inch coating in the light blue, maybe 2 up to 4 inches in the purple areas around Philadelphia, just south of Trenton, and then extending over towards West Virginia, some of those higher peaks, those higher mountains over there. And let's take a look at temperatures here. We're going to be seesawing back and forth here. We'll have shots of cold air into the weekend here across the Northeast. The West stays pretty temperate at this time, so we're not looking at much fanfare here in the West as far as temperatures. The Rockies will have their normal cold air outbreaks up here in Montana. But as we head through the weekend, we'll see the Northeast does cool down with some of these clipper systems, but the Mississippi River Valley here in the Central Plains still continue to remain above normal. So let's take a look at that pattern. That pattern, see this dashed line here? This is where we'd like to see it if we want to see major East Coast snowstorms. Many of you are probably wondering why I'm not talking about a weekend East Coast snowstorm. We'd like to see the jet stream way up here across the western part of North America, and then carving out a very large trough across the east, but we aren't seeing that. yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a bend upward, but we're not seeing the huge ridge out west leading to a more carved out trough in the east. We're seeing a zonal flow in the east, and that'll keep systems really moving along, not dropping much snow, etc., etc. So that's what we're going to be looking at here through the next 7 days, for that matter. So, snowstorm for the weekend, looking rather slim. I'm taking my snowfall maps off the table for now. Other than that, I'm meteorologist Mark Mulner. Like us on Facebook at MeteoMark. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Here's a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania.